Welcome back to Pokemon Sterling Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge. The rated tower is going pretty well, I would say. I have done one small mistake. That's what I would count as a mistake. It is a small mistake, but it is still a mistake. So my Frostlass was actually dead to the highest roll of Dragon Claw crit there, and I even showed that in the VOD. And I just didn't realize that in the team building. Yeah. Because non-crit was 49, I think, and I thought it will not be actually highest roll kill. That was just my mistake. It's a small mistake, but it could be really punishing. So yeah. Now, however, we have to fight the first boss in the radio tower. And yeah, Petrel 2 is totally different if we compare it with Petrel 1. Not only the Wailord is changed, because the new Wailord and Petrel 2 have Water Spot instead of Dive, what is making this Pokemon way more dangerous, and Explosion instead of Self-Destruct. If this is correct, yeah. What is also making this Pokemon just more dangerous because it is just doing more damage. And yeah, that's the biggest problem in this fight. Everything is just hitting pretty hard. Oops, I'm sorry. Also, we have Sceptile, what is hitting really hard. We have Kangaskhan instead of Piragli. I think Piragli is in Petrel 1 pretty abusable. And we have Absol with Sucker Punch, so we have to play around Sucker Punch AI as well. This is, however, my team for the Petrel fight. And I have used one scale for this fight, so we have still 3 scales, and Tenta is edged for this fight. Tenta is 57 edged, and Fortress only needs 55. Slowbro as well, doesn't bring anything to go higher here. Expert Belt 56 is important, and Righteous 55. Okay, this fight is not riskless, for sure. We have Fictions. I'm also ready to sack a Pokemon for sure. And yeah, let's start. Let's just do it. The Fictions are really small, because I think the Cook is pretty decent here. But yeah, we need to dodge this unlucky stuff for sure now. Like, it is getting tight for sure. Because we are getting a lot of damage, and yeah. Like, for example, my Gyarados is slower anyways on 57, but my Gyarados is getting nearly 50% damage max roll from a Fire Blast from Magmortar. That is insane. So, we are leading with Tenta here because we want to bait the Thunder first of all, and we want to get the level up. Both is really important here. We could also do it with Slowbro, but we need this level up with Tenta and also hold a damage item with Tenta as well. So we can only do it if we lead with this Pokemon or like switch it in. And that's a really good lead because we will always bait the Thunder now from this Pidgeot. And just encore this Pidgeot. So there's a small fiction, sadly, because of the Zero IV challenge in this fight now, or like in this matchup. Usually I like to use double return into Volt Switch. That is just not possible, because I'm just not killing it. And yeah, we have a small fiction that the highest roll Muddy Water crit, the second Muddy Water crit, would actually kill this Pidgeot, and then I'm actually in trouble. So let's dodge that first of all. And that is completely fine, we don't care about that. And that looks like we are fine, but if this is not the super highest roll, we are looking fine. We will Muddy Water again. Okay, that was a pretty decent roll. I think we could kill this on a crit here. But we dodged that fiction. Okay, so we Volt Switch. Always kill this with Volt Switch now. With that we will get the level up on my Tenta, what is really important. And now we are free to switch to anything here. And the first Pokemon we want to bait out, what is really important, is Sceptile. Because otherwise, we can just trigger the Switch Air from Sceptile at some point, and we don't want to have that. So, Tenta gets the level up. And there is a Sceptile. Because I will do some Volt Switch plays later on. You will see that. And yeah, I can trigger Switch AI with that. So this is straight up Leaf Storm. It will not even fake out here. And we will go to Crobat. So there's one problem. Also, yeah, there's one problem. I cannot kill this straight up with Crobat. So that's why I need to kill this with a switch move. 56 was important to outspeed the Sceptile, and we always too short with a U-turn. With Expert Belt. We are never in danger here. However, this Draco is doing a decent amount of damage on everything in my team. And we want to avoid the crit now, because we need HP later. We will switch to Probopass. Also, double crit could be really bad for the recoil right now. So don't you fucking dare to crit Probopass with Draco, please. This is really important. This is actually really important. We need Probopass HP. Okay, that is looking good. And we go back to Crobat, and now we will kill this with the next U-turn. It will never die to recoil here. It will Leaf Storm here. It will not U-turn out because Probopass is just resisting it. And now we will kill this with U-turn. Again with the switch move. And now we will switch to my Fortress. My Fortress is always baiting Focus Blast and Fire Blast from Magmortar. So we want to get the Magmortar out now. And this is doing a ton of damage. And yeah, now the reason why we are 58 basically now with Tenta, because we need 58 to kill this after one life orb chip. 0 IVs challenge, guys. There's a Focus Blast, this can't miss. And no crit is actually nice here. We can't get the special defense drop here because of Clear Body. And we always kill this with 58 with Hydro Pump, because 58 will open new ranges. And yeah, we need this 58 with Mystic Water. Yeah, Tenta is not hitting that hard. It's just 90 special attack, base power, and if you have 0 IVs. Yeah, this Magmortar is pretty tanky, and with that we always bait now Kangaskhan. I would like to save my Tenta for now. I'm ready to sack Tenta at some point, if something goes wrong. But for now I want to save it. This is guaranteed EQ. If this would be a crit, I would think about sacking it straight up. Because I would like to avoid the defense drop on my Probopass. Because if this crits, this Focus Blast or this Fire Blast, this could be Crush Claw. So we are switching into guaranteed EQ now to Probopass. And now we will just slow Volt Switch always out with Probopass. We always eat this Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch is the highest damaging move, so this will always be Shadow Punch here. And we will always slow Volt Switch out here. We cannot trigger Switch AI anymore. Because the problem is, we are slow Volt Switching into Raichu. And Raichu would, like, Sceptile would resist the Volt Switch. And have a super effective move against Raichu. So it can switch into Raichu then. And then everything is out of order actually, and yeah. So, this will take a while. We want to kill this with Volt Switch. Because this is lefties. And that's why it was important that my Probopass is actually not getting a crit from Draco. Because we need some pivots here. We still have the Citrus Berry. So we should be technically fine. Because we are always switching also back into EQ. But we can see it will take a while because, yeah, lefties. And Probopass Volt Switch is not doing that much damage. But the value is really nice here. The value is obviously really, really nice here. And we will switch again to my Raichu. We will just go to Raichu. I have a backup plan if my Probopass would get like completely fucked here with like multiple crits. Because I'm not ready to sack Probopass, of course. But this plan B is not consistent enough as well. So yeah, it would be a steer for sure. It is looking really good because we still have the Citrus Berry. So yeah, Draco crit would make this a bit more dangerous for sure. We are getting 10% max damage from Shadow Punch, so that is not that much. And now we will proc the Citrus. Not even. Not even. My Probopass is just holding it like a boss. And yeah, the good news is if we just crit kill this with Raichu, it's fine. Because we want to kill this with a switch move. That's really important. Because we want to always bait now the Absol for the line. Otherwise, it gets really, really ugly. And both of my mons right now, what are in like this Volt Switch place, both are baiting Wailord. And we want to avoid that. So we Volt Switch again. This might kill. Nice. Okay, and the only Pokemon in my entire team what is not baiting Wailord right now, and that's exactly the only Pokemon, everything else is just baiting Wailord right now, is Slowbro. Slowbro is baiting Absol because of the super effective move, and Wailord obviously don't have a super effective move against my Slowbro, so we are going to Slowbro to bait this Absol, and now we are looking really good because my Fortress is also full life. This is never a guaranteed move because it can Sucker Punch, it can Mega Horn. So this is Sucker Punch or Mega Horn, and we are super safe. We will just go to Fortress. Fortress is holding this boy like a boss. We'll just counter here. Citrus Berry procs. And we will Volt Switch out. This cannot die to Recall because it can't crit me. So that's a nice news here. And we always kill this. And with that we get the free switch into my Slowbro and just beat this Wailord riskless now. So I don't even need to sack Tenta, because it would be Tenta what I would sack here in this fight. Everything else I don't want to sack, so yeah. Yeah, we just Toxic this. This can't boom anymore. This will always use consistent EQ because it is the highest damaging move after Water Spot, basically. And because it is resisted, it will never use Water Spot against my Slowbro. So we'll just lag off until this dies now to Poison. You could also teach Psychic here instead of Thunder Wave, or making it a bit faster. I guess we can just Surf here one time. Yeah, this would make it faster for sure, but that's okay. Thunder Wave is a TM, so yeah, technically we can just reteach that. Yeah, Slowbro is just super safe here if this can't boom anymore. Obviously with the boom it is doing a ton of damage. I was having a different line with... But the problem is the slots, like you don't have the slots. Like Gyarados is really nice in this fight still for pivots, for Intimidate and stuff like that. But I just don't have the slot. I was thinking about Magnezone as well, because Magnezone with Levitate is also a really good Pokemon in this fight. Can beat Sceptile, can beat... But I don't have the slots. So that's why it was important to have this Crobat line against the Sceptile. And with that, it is a Deathless Petrel 2 fight. And yeah, I'm really proud of my team. We dodged the small fictions, and that is looking really, really good. Okay, cool. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the Argenta fight.